Are you having a hard time getting out of Mythic? Do all of your teammates pick Edgar and throw the game? Do you want to flex on all your friends with that shiny Masters icon on your profile? Well, today I'm going to be showing you the 3 best tricks that all the top players are using to get Masters every month. So before I start with the first tip, be sure to like and subscribe so you can help me with my goal on becoming an official Supercell content creator. I'm going to be making a lot more helpful guides like the best way to max out, best build for each brawler, and you don't want to miss out on those, so be sure to subscribe. Now this video for ranked has 3 tips, and the third tip at the end is definitely the most important, but we're going to start off with the first one, which is draft. Drafting has become a huge part of Brawl Stars, whether it's for ranked or for something as big as the World Finals. And in ranked, I believe it's when you hit either Diamond or Mythic, either one of those 2 ranks, you will have to start drafting at the beginning of each game, and it's just so important. I mean, pretty much every pro player will agree that drafting is way more important than like mechanics or any of those aspects. So by now, you're definitely asking, Mythic, how do I draft? Well, it's pretty simple. You just have to learn the best brawlers for each meta. If you're not big in the drafting yet and just want to go some of the best brawlers, I definitely recommend going Melody, Angelo, Sandy, Byron, Max, Cordelius. Those are just some of the best brawlers in the meta right now, regardless of what modifier you're on. Speaking of modifiers, those are a brand new addition to the ranked mode, and honestly, they are not too competitive, but hey, you still have to play them. And each ranked modifier definitely has like its own meta within itself. Thankfully, in my experience, the meta for these modifiers don't change too much. There's still a bunch of generally good brawlers. For example, with Quickfire, you're going to want to go Jean, Leon, Meg, just any of those brawlers that fire a bunch of tiny bullets with 1 ammo. The other modifier, Second Wind, now only has a 1% chance to get in ranked, because that's just how bad it is. Like, even Supercell knows how badly designed that modifier is. I don't know why they haven't removed it. But in the low chance you do get that modifier, just go tanks. Like, you're basically unstoppable with just tanks that just respawn infinitely with a shield and ammo. It's just such a badly designed modifier. But if you ever do get it, just run tanks. And in the last modifier, Super Bushy, you generally have 3 options. You can either go Wall Break, Scouting, or Tanks. Any of those work, to be honest, just whatever you think works best for you on that map. If you're still not sure on what to pick for your drafts, then here's a little cheat sheet on the best brawlers, courtesy of code HBS. But yeah, be sure to use this guide for all of your drafting. So now the second tip I'm going to give you for reaching Masters every season is coordination. This actually ties in with the last tip, which is the most important, so you're going to want to pay attention to this one. This is simply helping your team throughout the draft and in-game. As we've already covered, draft is very important, but you can't always expect your team to just know the best pick by default. That's why you have to suggest and swap brawlers with them. Suggesting and swapping is very important because, again, they might not know what to go, so that might lead them to picking Edgar or just a bad brawler in general, and just, you have to coordinate with them to get that right comp. Another helpful thing you can do is in the ban phase, just hover over a brawler to inform your teammates on who to ban, because bans are just as important, because if you don't have first pick, then your opponents are going to be picking the best brawlers, and you don't want that. And coordination isn't just for draft, it's also very important in game. The best example is lanes. Now if you don't know, every brawler is supposed to take up a lane, left, right, or middle, and you always want to have your brawler on the best matchup. For example, if you're playing Mortis into Dynamite, you always want to be on that Dynamite lane. And one thing you can do is be swapping lanes with your teammates. This is a little hard to call out if you're not like on a team, if you're just queuing with randoms. So if not, just try to shoot lanes with them and maybe they'll pick up the idea. If not, then unfortunately you just have bad randoms on your team. So before I reveal the final most important trick that everyone is using to get Masters, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of these helpful guides. It supports the channel a lot and I really appreciate it. So the final trick I have for Masters is to play in a team. This will help you get the most coordination and also the most skill. Now you might be thinking, Mythic, I already knew to play on a team. How is this helpful? Well, there actually might be a trick about teams that you didn't know. If you're on a team with a player who's Masters in your lower rank, like Diamond or Mythic, when you win games, you'll actually get way more elo than normal. This will help you climb the ranks insanely quickly, and it's actually how many players are getting Masters in just 1 day. And the best part of this trick is, there's practically no downside. If you lose a game, you'll lose only about like 50 elo. It's basically nothing compared to the hundreds you'll get after just a single win. This strategy is actually so good that on the last day of this season, I'm going to be carrying 2 of you to Masters. So if you want a chance to be in that, be sure to subscribe and comment your favorite brawler and what rank you're currently in. So that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all start to apply these 3 tricks because they are honestly so broken and you can reach masters pretty simply every month. If you have any other guides you want me to make, be sure to leave a comment, but until then, thank you all for watching and I will see you all in the next video.